I appeal to you to give us, during this transition time, a government that will be a union of all parties.
It's been 100 years since the country heeded Ramsay MacDonald's plea and elected the first ever Labour government. The party was founded in 1900, having grown out of the trade union movement and socialist parties of the 19th century. But it wasn't until 24 years later that they garnered public approval and gained power. And spells in the cold soon became commonplace for Labour. After MacDonald's government fell in 1935, Labour was out on its ear until Winston Churchill formed the wartime coalition, making Clement Attlee the first Deputy Prime Minister. Much to the surprise of Churchill and his allies, Attlee then won a landslide in 1945 on a manifesto that sounds very like something we might hear from a Labour politician today.
The crucial question of this election, on which every elector must make up his or her mind, is this: what kind of society do you want?
Attlee's legacy lives on in the form of the National Health Service, which he managed to create despite World War II leaving Britain virtually bankrupt. After two short spells in government in the 1960s and 70s, under James Callaghan and Harold Wilson, Labour came back with a bang in 1997 with the first Blair landslide. Tony Blair brought the party closer to the political centre and abolished its commitment to mass nationalisation of industry. Blair also reversed his party's policy on unilateral nuclear disarmament, and the events of Black Wednesday allowed Labour to promise better economic management under the chancellorship of Gordon Brown. After 3 consecutive election wins and then a stint of falling popularity, Blair made way for Gordon Brown, who governed for just 3 years before losing to the Conservatives in the 2010 election. Labour has been out in the wilderness ever since and endured a spell of bitter division under Jeremy Corbyn's leadership between 2015 and 2019, with a number of MPs leaving the party for good. 5 years on from Corbyn's departure and the party is almost unrecognisable. Now Keir Starmer hopes to make history by overturning the Conservatives' 54-seat majority and securing a landslide Labour victory.
We are ready for a general election. I've had my whole team on a general election footing for some time now.
Could 2024, like 1924, be Labour's lucky year? Olivia Utley, GB News.